Aaron, obviously a 2-0 defeat. What are your thoughts on the game?
Almost lost for words, really. We started unbelievably. We've nearly scored after 15 seconds. The boys have got the ball down, started to play, started to find the spare man, getting the ball in the pockets, put them on the back foot almost instantly, and then just died. Yeah, it's like I say, I'm a little bit lost for words. There's no real excuse for tonight. Like I said on Saturday, everything has been top drawer in terms of the preparation. We were hoping for a real reaction tonight. It felt like we were going to get a real reaction, and then we started as though that was going to be the case. And then we just looked fragile when they broke on us on the transition. We were too open. The gaps were too far between the back line and the midfield line. And then we're just toothless in front of goal. Really toothless. We've had so many opportunities where we've worked ourselves into a really good area, and then the final quality has just been really poor, and that's really let us down. It let us down Saturday, but even more so tonight. We've got ourselves into a lot of good areas, and then, like I say, the final decision, the final pass, the shots on goal. We've not worked the keeper enough. It's just not good enough.
Was it tactical setup, or was the space in defence and midfield issue made from obviously changing the players?
No, it was something that we spoke about before the game. Like I was just saying, we know that they like to overload. So the way that they kind of set up when they've got the ball is that they've almost got 4 up top, and they like to have a midfield runner, which again was really disappointing because the second goal comes from the third man run that we spoke about. In terms of people playing out of position, so the first goal comes with the back four that we started with. So as much as Keno comes in and he plays centre mid, he's more than well equipped to play left back. He has done a lot of times throughout his career, so he understands the position. So we actually started with a pretty settled back four. It's something that I've just said in the changing room is it doesn't matter whether you're playing out of position or not. If you're given an instruction, you follow it. If you're told as a fullback, don't push up too high. If you're told as a midfield, as one of the two at the base, to make sure that gap is not there, then that's the instruction that you should be given, regardless of whether you're used to playing that position or not. So that's disappointing, because there's been a goal that's been conceded that was more than avoidable. Something, like I say, that we discussed before the game. So yeah, it's just been another disappointing night.
Obviously, talking about the defence and midfield going forward, struggling to past 2 games, I think it's safe to say, struggling to break down that back line. Do you think it might be a change of thought about how to break it down, or do you think it's just that they've set up well and they've stayed nice and compact and solid against us?
No, I think it's just been a case of a few of us have probably just not stuck to the way that we play. Started to do things outside of the remits of what we do. And then, like I said before, it was just toothless. Again, the ball goes into Ev. We've not got the bodies around. If we have got the bodies around, we've then not got the runners. When we have got the runners and we've got ourselves into the position, the quality then in front of the goal has to be better. The last 2 games when we have got and we got ourselves into better positions tonight, more so than Saturday. just not good enough. The final third, and it's, you know, you can have as much possession of the ball as you want, but if you can't back it up in the areas that matter, this is what happens. You come out of games where you probably feel like you should have got more with nothing. So, like I say, there's things that will be addressed. There's things that have been spoken about in the changing room. We've got a training session before our next game, so you know we'll go through sort of all of the information. We'll go through, you know, everything that we need to go through to get ourselves back to where we need to be.
Obviously, on Saturday, was Racing Club Warwick with our left back situation.
Yeah.
With obviously Ryan out, Kieran suspended, and by the looks of it, Jake wasn't here tonight, which I'm assuming is through injury.
He broke his wrist, yeah.
I assume he's not going to be playing again Saturday. What are we going to do about that?
We need to see how Finno is. So at the minute he's got a hard cast on. So he obviously can't play, but he's waiting to see the specialist. So if they can then put him in a brace or a soft cast, he then becomes available. So we need to see what happens with that before the weekend. We've got, again, something that we've got in abundance is players that can play different positions. So if someone has to do a job for us, they have to do a job for us. But as I say, as a management team, we'll sit down together, we'll go through what our options are, and we'll have a look and see what we do best moving forward.
Is it a case though of moving one of the pre-existing players to left back, or bringing in a player that we've got on dual registration like Oscar?
I don't know. We'll have a look at what all the options are. We'll have a look at what all the options are. We'll see what's available to us. Like I say, we'll sit down and sort of go through sort of A's, B's and C's, and then come Saturday we will have on the pitch the strongest team that we feel that we've got available.